Lao Li, you are fooling around. White Commander, Wall Street has blocked the technology of my Daxia chip. What's the situation? You know very well I am also a dead horse as a living horse doctor that you can't figure out how to make a 10 nanometer chip. As an additional question for the National College Entrance Examination, what's the point of bringing this up? 10 nanometer machinery. You can still figure it out, raise the power of the whole country. We old guys could not be developed for decades. You count on a college entrance examination. Just someone. It can solve problems that my great Jia has been unable to solve for decades. Why don't I know what you mean? But Wall Street, they're already working on 3 nanometer scale chips. 3 nanometers. Do you know what concept this is? Hey Lao Li, it might be worse than you think. Heard. They have made groundbreaking technological progress. The 3 nanometer chip has been successfully developed. But we are a great summer. You can only make a 28 nanometer chip. Accuracy is nowhere near the 50-year gap that has been thrown away by humans. Of course, I don't expect students to answer my questions. I just want to plant a seed in each student's heart. Don't forget national humiliation, work hard.
Teacher. Take a look at this test paper. The special education topic is done.
Let me do it.
Hey, no.
You let me come.
Hey, Lao Su, your Su Chen has made a fortune. I heard that I was sent to Qingbei University. Oh, thank you. Thank you.
Mom, are you okay? Mom?
Damn, don't send Qingbei. Do not send to Qingbei University. Not even a sanitation worker got out. You deserve it too.
Sorry.
If Shujir wants to rely on his family's wealth, he will do anything wrong.
What's wrong with you? Do you guys want to turn over too? Today, I am here to tell you, your free spot, your college entrance examination score has also been changed to Lao Tzu's name.
Genius. Quickly, check out all the information on this student.
The teacher has checked it out. The examinee not only completed the last big question, or a top student who walks Qingbei. His name is Shuji.
Director. Yeah, your family's money can be spent for several lifetimes. But the only way for this kid is to go to college. You're going to bleed him away. What will happen to this child? Chief, I'm begging you, can I kneel down for you?
Dad, don't kneel.
Mom?
Mom?
I want Lao Tzu to return the quota to you. Sure, you two immortals learned to bark for me. Lao Tzu was elated. Maybe you can consider returning the quota to you.
Su Chen, I will fight with you.
Wait, don't hit the children. Don't hit the child. I learned to bark. Can I learn?
Hey, old thing, are you learning?
Brother, you have to keep your word. Return Minglang to Su Chen.
Dad? No.
Oh.
There are really 3 pugs. Do you think you can learn to bark a few times? Will I return the quota to you? So stupid. From now on, as long as I Shuji stay in Jiangcheng for one day, he gave you a day off. That year will never be turned over. Dago. Tomorrow. Continue, ha ha ha.
Dad? Are you all right?
Dad, kid, Dad can't do it. Accept your fate.
The first industrial big know the real situation column, it's almost over. Today is the last day to record. The top 10 players in the competition will be admitted to a well-known university in Daxia.
Dad, we don't accept fate. As long as I hand in that thing.
What can we do if we don't accept our fate? Today is the last day.
Live again, the top 10 players in the competition
Will be admitted to a well-known university in Daxia.
Do you know the real situation? Name what unit in Su Chen? Jingcheng Middle School, High School, Student Entry Project. I want to hand in the lithography machine. I want to hand in the lithography machine beyond the nanoscale lithography machine.
Light group preparation. Director team in place. Host comes on. Camera forward. Start recording.
In my last life, I did it myself. Let Great Xia enter the era of chip deterrence. I advise your country, don't try to launch an atomic bomb, or I'll let your atomic bomb be launched from where? Go back to where? Tomorrow night at 5. All commanders and soldiers listen to my password. Force.
Super chip device starts up. Successfully cut off the other party's connection to the nuclear bomb.
2.
Enter chip deterrence mode.
1.
Teacher, the other party's atomic bomb has returned. Back to the launch site. We did it. It worked. We did it. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. It worked. We did it. We did it. Teacher, you are a well-deserved national hero. Now, that's the beauty of chip recycling. From now on, no one dares to disrespect me anymore.
This time, I want everyone to come into this world 50 years early.
The audience in front of the TV meets again. What you are watching, it is the first industrial big know the real situation column.
We have looked at over 70 projects. No one took the top 100 list. Yeah, none of them can catch my eye. Most are fishing in troubled waters. Big talk. The top 100 list is really interesting. Our sister Hua Air's technical blockade of Huaxia, it has reached more than 2,800. The technical challenges in the top 100 list are even more important, the most difficult. It is impossible to crack it in the shortest time.
Dear President, I can already feel their despair. The hero actually wants to have such a casino. The program seeks talent. Ha 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 ha.
You can say that again. Alice's defective chips for large and small employees. Give them another 30%. Oh no, 50%. I love being like them. This kind of life is in pain, but helpless. Ha ha ha.
If this goes on, I won't record. This is obviously a waste of our research time.
Right? Hosts heavy news. The 77th most difficult task on the top 100 list was taken over.
What, ladies and gentlemen? Someone actually revealed the mysterious figure in the top 100 list. It's just a high school senior. Dear viewers, someone actually revealed the mysterious figure in the top 100 list. It's just a high school senior.
Steel cicadas. How dare you come to participate in the industrial conference and know the real situation?
What does it have to do with you?
Lao Tzu came to this show to make a name for himself. You don't think you can do a few problems? Do you understand industrial inventions? An examination expert from small towns. This is not the occasion for you.
Any dog can come. Why can't I come?
You bastard, your skin is itchy again.
Contestants, please enter now.
I have business to do now. I'll deal with you later.
Shuji is 17 years old. Jiangcheng Middle School senior high school student. Sent to Chongbei University. Contestant Shuji, I actually tore it off. The 77th ranked fighter stealth technology brand. This will be our first competitor to challenge the top 100 list.
Dare to take the top 100 list. Looks like a bit of courage. Top 100. In fact, it is the 100 technologies that Great Xiao was robbed by the West. Each of these is an insurmountable chasm.
Let's see where this person came from. According to Shuji's resume, we have no doubt he has the ability to solve this puzzle.
Hello, fellow experts. I am Shu Ji, except that I'm a genius with excellent character and learning. In fact, I have another identity. That's my grandfather, famous scientific researcher, Shu Yulei.
What? You turned out to be Shu's grandson.
Teacher Shu Zheng participated in an industrial show to know the real situation. As soon as he comes on, I took over the top 100 list that no one has ever dared to challenge.
Shujer not only has such a deep understanding of chip technology, also does research on stealth materials for fighter jets. It's a rare talent. Talent is rare, ha ha ha. Lao Li, Shuji's grandfather, Shu Yu Wei. It seems that you are the apprentice and apprentice of the same family, right? Exactly. The Shu family gave birth to a good grandson. Keep an eye on me. This Shuji is the genius of my great Xia. I want to see him immediately. Don't drive. Too slow, Commander White. I'm going to take a special plane there. I can't wait another minute. Okay, I will arrange it immediately. I can't wait either. I want to do my best to be the backbone of our great Shai.
The teacher's special plane is ready in about 30 minutes. In 30 minutes, you can fly directly to Jiangcheng.
Fast must be fast.
Yes.
Mr. Shu is the leader of Jiangcheng's scientific research community. We are all students of Mr. Shu.
Shu Xiao is really a religious tiger, fighter stealth. It's a tough subject to crack.
Shujer is lying. Shujer, you are full of lies. Ignorant, it stole the baby that originally belonged to me.
This is nonsense. Shuji is Mr. Shu's grandson. What about you? People may not know.
In fact, Su Chen is also a famous family. His parents are sanitation workers in Jiangcheng. Kid, I will steal your place. What's wrong? You say, do they believe you, the son of a sanitation worker? Still believe in your academic grandson?
Who is it? Hollow white teeth? How dare you slander Mr. Shu's grandson?
What is the truth? It will be revealed soon. Shuji, I will let you know, in the face of absolute strength. All intrigues and tricks are in vain.
According to the student's registration information, his name is Su Chen. Su Chen, what strength do you have? Can we impress you?
Host, I want to challenge.
Su Chen, the task you are going to challenge is... God, Su Chen has also gone to the top 100 list. Is he going to challenge the 99th challenge list? In this case, Su Chen will be the second player to open the top 100 list. I saw Su Chen. He made it to the top 10. Is he going to challenge? Su Chen wants to challenge the top 10 list.
Host, what I want to challenge is the difficulty first. Chip technology.
What are you? How dare you be so arrogant here? I just don't know the sky and the earth. Host fast. Get him out of here. Fart, you are just fart.
Bullshit. What do you think this is? Can you be wild? It's crap.
Go away. Get out.
Su Chen, you said you understand chip technology.
Yeah, it's just nonsense. You are a high school student. What do you know about chip technology? Who taught you that?
No one taught me. I taught myself.
Su Chen, what a big breath. No one taught you to be self-taught. You know all about chip technology?
Yellow-mouthed children. Full of lies.
Su Chen. You know, why is chip technology listed as the #1 problem?
Of course I know, and I know better than any of you. Previous life, the country of heroes relies on super chips made by me. Entering the era of chip deterrence, from then on, no hero dared to commit. No more injustice. justice is won by hard power.
Okay, tell me about it.
The reason why chip manufacturing is difficult, the difficulty is, it's in a fingernail-sized chip, loaded with hundreds of millions of transistors and nearly 10,000 meters of metal wires. It's like being on a strand of hair, loaded with thousands of polymer chemistry combs, and there can't be a single error.
Well known, my Daxia chip technology is choked by Wall Street. People often ask me, I am a great country. Why can't you make a tiny chip?
The technical difficulty of the chip lies in the lithography machine. If you want to find the most difficult and complex in the world, the most expensive equipment, lithography machine, dares to be second. No one dares to be the first.
It seems that you usually watch popular science programs a lot.
What's the use of saying so much? Who doesn't know these theoretical knowledge?
Su Chen, you didn't brush Douyin, did you?
I built the lithography machine. I built the lithography machine.
What are you kidding? Don't make a draft.
Su Chen, do you know how difficult it is to build a lithography machine? You know, building a lithography machine. How many resources will it consume? You dare to claim that you built a lithography machine.
This man named Su Chen actually spoke wildly, claiming to have built the lithography machine. I'm afraid he even has chip technology, the most common knowledge.
Teacher, is it really that hard to make a lithography machine?
More than difficult, it's impossible. The lithography machine is a high precision and high precision machine. How accurate is that? Let's make an analogy. You idiotas. Put a bowl of water on your head. Let you sprint from France to Germany at breakneck speed. Not only will the water in the bowl not spill a drop, and every step you take in the road must step on the reservation. Can't go wrong at all. When the speed could be a second or even a millisecond.
Su Chen actually said that he invented the lithography machine, and do you believe that? It must be fake, and he was about our age. How could this have been invented? He's here to hype these days. Some people can't do anything for the sake of traffic. This kid is too unreliable. That's a lithography machine. Our great Jia has been hyped for so many years and has not broken through. He is a little kid who just finished the college entrance examination. How could it explode? Fake lithography machine isn't our Daxia stuck in the neck for several years?
Absolutely impossible. It's true. I guess it's the script given by the program team.
This kid, crazy to want to be famous.
Yes, let's take it out and take a look. Now everyone really wants to touch the porcelain lithography machine.
Who let our Daxia get stuck in the neck these years? Just mention the lithography machine, that's proper traffic.
Some people want a little traffic. Anything can be hyped.
Can this kind of thing be hyped? This is the weight of the country. National affairs. In the eyes of these people, it is a tool to gain attention.
I heard right? You said you were a little high school student. They built a lithography machine. You think we experts are all dry rice.
I have indeed made the lithography machine.
Okay, so you said that you built the lithography machine. What about the lithography machine? Where? You take us to see, not Lao Chen. Do you really believe that a high school student built a lithography machine?
I believe my father is on his way. Dad, you must be before 5 o'clock. Send this to this address.
Son, why don't we ask Shu Xiao again? Ask him to return the quota to your dad.
It's useless. People like them don't care about our future at all. Our death. It's just a game for them. To deal with them, you have to let them know we are better than them.
They have money and power. What do we use to fight others? We can't beat them.
You trust me. This time, I must bring the shame of being tied to our Su family for 30 years. Wash clean.
Stop being stupid. You never fought with Dad. But what is this? This is the price. This is the price.
Dad, I believe in you. You have to believe me too. I'm with you. We will surely stand in the highest scientific temple of elephants.
Kid, do me a favor. Send things to the child. Tell me you invented it. Then take it out and give it to the big one. Home, look at you. Look at how excellent Shuju is. How about you?
Young people like you just lose my face in Daxia.
I have indeed made the lithography machine.
You made it. Take it out when you make it.
It's empty talk. Take it out.
Second, according to the requirements of the program team, you need to make a display of your finished product. We will also invite the most authoritative experts to conduct.
No product. Don't waste everyone's time here.
I believe my father must be strong.
Father, you may not know this. Su Chen's father committed academic fraud 18 years ago, Su Jianbai, the man who shamed the whole river city.
Do you know Su Jianbai?
I don't care to know him.
He's the scum of academia. As early as 18 years ago, he was banned by the entire academic community.
What? Su Chen is the son of the academic fraudster. What kind of talents can such a family produce? Just another academic liar. Lithography machine. Definitely not something a high school student can do. This Su Chen, as full of nonsense as his father. Both are top students in the same school. Why is the gap so big? Look at that, Shuji. Look at this Su Chen again. I'm angry. Are you ready? I will personally go to Zhangcheng to clean up this Su Chen.
I went here. Su Chen's father actually cheated academically. Su Chen, given your father's history, he should have no face to attend on this occasion. What scum! Hey, don't think about it. This lithography machine must be fake, that is. Must be fake. Why don't you give up?
Can't give up.
Lu Jianbai, you still have the face to come here.
Daxia, forever famous scum in the literary world. Still don't give up in front of the global live broadcast. Tell this big lie. What is your intention?
Their father and son have don't want the whole building to be ashamed with them. Let me see. Just smash this fraudulent prop for him. 101. The world watches our jokes.
Comrade, do you know what you almost ruined?
Isn't it just a pile of trash? You're so damn serious.
Please handle the medical scene. Su Chen, is this little box the lithography machine you built?
That's right.
This is nonsense. There are always some people who want to hype themselves through the show. People like you. The most shameful. Science is serious. In order to achieve some shady means.
The current state-of-the-art lithography machine? Internal parts up to 100,000. Do you know what the concept is? There are only 5,000 internal parts of a large truck. One lithography machine is equal to the total number of 20 large trucks. The entire lithography machine weighs up to 180 tons. You said that such a small box is a lithography machine. Yes. Then you can take it out for everyone to see?
Right. You take it out for everyone to see.
You guys ready? You guys ready? Ready to feel? From the baptism of science 50 years later? Get ready. Have you felt a hearty philosophical storm?
Su Chen, is this little box the lithography machine you mentioned?
Yes. My machine is not just a complete machine, and it's a machine with precision beyond the nanoscale.
Haha, ridiculous. You are ridiculous. You say your lithography machine is beyond the nanoscale. That's right. Did you know that according to Moore's law, it's impossible to get beyond 1 nanometer?
Husband, what is Moore's law?
I don't know.
It's called Moore's law. It's just Moore's wrong guess.
Pardon me? You are a mere high school student. How dare you question Moore? Moore is the father of the chip. The founder of the world's chips. They said Moore was wrong.
Well, the expert, I ask you, it's called Moore's Law. It's just Moore's prediction for the chip development industry. Yes or no?
So what?
Moore forecasts that prices will remain unchanged about every 2 years. The size of the chip will be reduced by 1 to 2. Am I right or wrong?
So what?
It's called Moore's Law. It's not rocket science.
Your wife? I thought it was a tall law. It turns out that the quantity is increased, but the price is not increased. Moore's Law is as simple as that.
People don't explain, do you understand?
You can. Moore's Law started half a century ago. Has been verified. It's the right thing to do.
That's ridiculous. A prediction. This is just Moore speaking from personal experience. It's only been proven for half a century. You are regarded as treasures and regarded as iron laws. No wonder my Daxia chip technology has not broken through for a long time. It's not for no reason.
Make nonsense, you're just talking nonsense.
Su Chen, are we so many experts? Are you not as good as you, a hairy boy?
I told you so. It's called Moore's Law. It's just that Moore works in the chip industry. Just personal experience. So here's what I'm going to say. Is the key to breaking through the nanoscale technology? I suggest you take a pen and write it down. After all, this will be the most precious moment of your life.
Ha 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 ha. You are a little high school senior. To teach us a lesson. Did I hear it right?
Su Chen, can you do it? Pretty good.
Teacher is what Su Chen said, right?
Moore's Law, really just Moore's personal experience. And he's right about that. Only so far, Moore's predictions didn't turn out to be correct. That is to say, there's no evidence yet that Moore's Law is wrong. Of this one. Su Chen probably knows something about first.
I see.
Regardless of the validity of Moore's Law, we leave Moore behind. You say you make superchips that go beyond the nanoscale. Do you know what concept you're talking about?
Of course I know. Mass production is currently possible in the world. Just a chip with a clarity of 5 nanometers. So far, Wall Street has developed a 3 nanometer scale, but these are relative to the super chips I made. They're worthless.
What a big breath. Just 5 me out. You know, my entire China can only produce 28 nanometer chips now.
Isn't there just a difference of 20 nanometers? As far as I know, the size of a strand of hair, that's 100,000 nanometers.
20s. If it's as simple as you say, chip technology, will it be listed as the top 100 neck jamming techniques? We can build an atomic bomb. Build a hydrogen bomb. There's even a senior in Hancheng, controlled nuclear fusion. I can say responsibly, we're only 5 nanometers away from a lithography machine. There's still a long way to go.
Shorten the 23 nanner path, it's longer than crossing the summer. Even if you give Daxia 30 years, no more 50 years can't be surpassed.
It's been a long night for you. I've already gone there for you. I told you about the chips you can't make. I made it.
So Su Chen, you're really making a nanoscale chip.
Nanoscale chip? Dream. Just delusional.
Nope.
Then what are you pretending to be?
I'm not making nanoscale chips.
Speak out. You are so shameless. We integrate the power of the entire Great Shia. Only a 28 nanometer chip has been made, and you say you can make super nanoscale chip machine.
You're killing me. Fucha, it's so hard to make chips and take down so many yards. Experts have not solved it. Is it possible that you want to say, did you solve it by a waste?
Bastard. Since you said from the moment you can make chips beyond the nanoscale, I knew you didn't know anything. Hey, we experts and tolerate you. A high school senior messing around here? This Jane is a joke.
He's here to make trouble. Therefore, I suggest that the experts just kick him out of the show.
Now, audience ratings are up. Let Su Chen do more talking. Every word he said. It's all amazing.
Su Chen, you said you made a chip that breaks through the nanoscale. Do you have any evidence?
Don't worry about questioning it. Why don't you hear me out first? Because I found a material that can break through the chip level.
What material?
Well known. The main material of the chip is silicon. Silicon is 1 nanometer in size. So, the limit of silicon chips is nanometers.
You don't give a shit. Just say it.
The chips that I make are not silicon-based chips. It's on carbon chips. And I'm not building silicon-based chips. It's a nitrogen atom chip.
What nitrogen atom chip?
That's right. Nitrogen is only 0.3 picometers in atomic size.
Ask the experts. What is pico?
And a picometer is a smaller unit than a nanometer. 1 nanometer is 1,000 picometers.
Nitrogen has a strong implantation ability in the state of liquid nitrogen, easy to engrave circuits. When nitrogen becomes gaseous, the size is almost negligible, so this is the chip I made. Nitrogen atom chip.
Nitrogen atom chip technology. How is this possible?
Doesn't that mean if what Su Chen said is true, the chip he built, it's 1,000 times more powerful than a nanoscale chip?
Let's put it this way. If what he said is true, so all the chips in the world today are in front of him, no chance to fight back.
Can we go up and have a look?
Certainly.
Why didn't I think of that? 1 nanometer. The smallest unit of a silicon atom is 1 nanometer. If you replace the transmission power of nanometers with other materials, hey, isn't that okay? Is this discovery theoretically possible? That's really possible. Ozone nanoscale lithography machine.
What should the director do now?
And keep watching the director's reaction. This bomb atom chip is very likely to be real. We will because of Su Chen. Write it into future textbooks together. Ahaha. Do you know, what does it mean to have chips that go beyond the nanoscale? Who are you?
Bless. I am just a teenager in Great Xia. One longs for the great revival of Great Xia, standing on top of the world, a boy who is powerful in all directions.
Hey, this Pico. What? What chip? What is it? This chip? It's computing power. As small as our mobile TV. So big that airplanes, tanks, atomic bombs. As long as this hashing power exceeds the other party, can be controlled. But this chip, if we can really go beyond the nanoscale, you can really control the world. Do you mean to say, fortune telling is money. Whoever has more cows, it's like listening to a story. Is what Su Chen said true?
He can say it. The world's premier lithography machine. I haven't even touched the limit of the nanoscale yet. So speechless, Yi. Unit chip. Is this the arrival of the chip god? Ha 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 ha.
What if what they say is true?
That's not going to happen. If this is true, I took my head off and kicked them like a ball. What unit of chip? Super chips that go beyond the nanoscale. What nitrogen atom chip? Super chips that go beyond the nanoscale. Nitrogen atoms are smaller than silicon atoms. Somebody's making a super chip out of nitrogen. Now, this kind of thing, how could it appear in this day and age? Something that changes the world is simply impossible to do in this day and age. Just grandstanding. Academician Yamada. This matter has also spread all over your datang. I have seen the live stream. Beyond the nanoscale lithography machine, it can't be true at all. Hello, Professor Shu. Voila. Our deal has been completed. You're a Wall Street capitalist. Don't you even know how to avoid danger? Relax, I'm calling to congratulate you. I heard that you are a high school student in Daxia, invented chips that go beyond the nanoscale. I don't need you to make fun of me. What goes beyond nanoscale chips? What are you talking about? I suggest you take a look at your Daxia industry. What an entertaining entertainment. Live now, racing, racing. Director of the Column of Palace Healthcare, the time has come. We still have a variety show to record later. What variety show? You didn't see it. Has our audience rating reached 10%? This means that at least 100 million audience is sitting in front of the TV. Watch our show. Let's see. I also got the message. Guests from at least 40 countries heading to Daxia rushed to Jiangcheng, but they were big stars. We can't afford to offend you. So you do everything you can. No matter what means you use, hold them back as long as it can be delayed. It's already downstairs. Afraid of them rioting? Why don't you understand? The heat of this topic is unprecedented. Just this Zhang Chen. If what he said is true, don't say the whole summer. Then the whole Blue Star has to be rewritten because of him. By then we will. A witness to a new era. Okay, I'll do it right away. How can you prove that this endorser chip is real?
Of course I can prove it.
It's been too long. Why are you still calling me in person? Listen, Su Chen's nitrogen atom chip is too topical. Once verified, it will definitely be found to be false. You have to stall. What can we do then? Now add another link. Shuji is the grandson of Grandma Shu. The stealth technology of fighter jets must be real. First, verify Shuji's fighter stealth technology? Okay. I'll notify the host right away. No, you. How can you prove that? Hope the chip is real.
Of course I can prove it.
Then hurry up and verify it? Ah, that's right. Verify, understand.
Dear experts, in order, it was Shuji who took over the top 100 list first. To verify is to verify first. Shuji's fighter stealth technology.
Dear experts, the host doesn't need to spend this time wasted on this waste following someone's boast. No way. My fighter jet technology is more realistic.
Fighter stealth technology, but the technology that was included in the top 100 list. This technology has been blocked abroad for more than 20 years. You broke it at a young age. It was incredible. Ha, Zuzi classmate. Can you explain it in detail? What about the technical theory of fighter stealth technology?
Dear experts, I invented one. Paint that can make fighter jets invisible, just on the surface of the fighter jet. Apply this paint. Can evade radar testing. Disappeared without a trace in the enemy radar system, so as to achieve the effect of invisibility.
What is just a paint? The effect of the fighter's stealth is achieved. Congratulations to Shuji for the successful verification. As the first player to take over the top 100 list, the verification was successful in one fell swoop. There is no suspense.
I didn't expect this little paint. Solve the problem of fighter stealth. Why didn't I think of that? Oh, we lived so long in vain. Never thought cut from this angle.
Is this invention going to win a Nobel Prize? Sure enough, it is a tiger father without a dog son. Unlike some people who just play tricks. What? Shujikai could win the Nobel Prize at the age of 17.
Genius is genius. People are more irritating than people. If you have a son, you should have Shuji like this. So exciting. That's exciting. I didn't expect Shuji to have a passion for chip manufacturing with rooftop insights. He even developed invisible paint on his own. Miss Marlin, in light of Shuji's unique contributions to the military industry, specially awarded the rank of Second Lieutenant Shuji, no captain rank. Boss, this is the person to hire. Talent like Shuji, the more summer I have, the better. Is the plane ready? I can't wait now. I just want to take Shuji back to Daxia, Academy of Sciences teacher.
The plane is already preparing for flight. It will take about 15 minutes. Shuji is going to win the Nobel Prize. Isn't that amazing? How could a high school student win a Nobel Prize?
What do you know? People are after the famous family. I started doing science at a young age. Can you be like us?
Isn't that amazing?
Did Su Chen see it? Lao Tzu's invention simply passed the test. This is the gap between you and me. Humiliation.
Shuji, your invention. Your invention, your grandfather Shu Wei gave it to you privately, right?
What nonsense are you talking about? This is my invention.
Don't say it's you, Shuji. Even your grandfather, Shu Yuwei, doesn't have this ability, invention, 18 years ago. Your grandfather had a student. The core technology of Silver Star Paint has been conquered. But your grandfather took it for himself. Now you dare to take this thing openly. Come here to show off.
You farted. This is what my grandfather developed, close him student.
Hey, let's miss it.
Didn't you say to convict you?
Congratulations to Shuji for his successful invention verification. Shuji is the first, it is also the only one currently, the successful contestant who challenges the top 100 list.
It seems the champion who knows the real situation this time is Shu Xiao. Isn't there another Su Chen? Forget it.
Shu Xiao's invention was successfully verified. Proved one thing. Science has a long history. It's not just any wild way. Su Chen, now comes your verification process. Are you ready?
This device is equipped with a super chip. Verification is available at any time. This device is equipped with a super chip. Verification is available at any time. This device is equipped with a super chip. Verification is available at any time. It's just that you said it's a super chip.
It's a super chip. What about the schematic? Take it out.
You ask everyone, are they willing to go public on the show?
How? Can't take it out? Can't hold it anymore. You are a big liar.
You really don't know the consequences of the principle being made public. You want to get a pulse.
Watch the camera zoom out. Do not take any details of the equipment.
Received. Su Chen, is this really a device with a super chip? How should chip technology be verified?
Chip technology represents computing power. The stronger the chip, the stronger the computing power. Now I want you all to witness shocking performance.
Ask the experts about the computing power. What is hashing power?
The computing power is simply the computing power of the chip, the power of a supercomputer running for a year. It's a computing power unit.
We all know that. Under the West Lake in the center of Zhangcheng, full of supercomputers, all the supercomputers under the West Lake, hash rate running at full capacity for 1 year. A unit of computing power equal to 100,000 or more.
100,000 units of computing power. It's something to be proud of. My super chip and computing power are beyond your imagination.
You don't want to say this little thing in your hand. Both. Then the supercomputer under the entire West Lake be strong.
They're not worth mentioning in front of super chips.
Arrogant. You are so arrogant, you know the following calculations are sound. It is the strongest existence in the entire single computing power.
When you learn about my super interstellar computing power, you wouldn't be so strong.
Okay. Tell me about that thing in your hand. What is his hashing power?
It can be achieved by talking to you.
This one.
You don't want to say, what, this little chip in your hand? You can get 1,000 units in an hour. Impossible, absolutely impossible. Don't be fooled by this kid. He just brags and doesn't draft.
Your world is still too narrow. You look down on the computing power of super chips too much.
He can reach tens of thousands of computing power units in an hour. How is that possible?
Not only that, what level can he reach? Trillions.
Trillions of units of hash rate value trillions? What is that concept? The world's most powerful computing power center is on Wall Street. Even it, oh no. Even 1,000, what, 10,000 can't generate such a huge computing power. Which, what? Trillions of computing power. You're...
Trillion level.
Exactly. I have $1 trillion super chip in my hand.
Derb, shut up. What super chip? This is grandstanding. Shut up. Professor Zhu actually alerted Professor Shu.
Grandpa, you're finally here.
Your father's academic fraud. Just time, how much did I lose? Reputation, how much is lost? I haven't settled the bill with you yet. Do you know, today, academic colleagues from around the world, they're all calling and mocking me. Today, I want to make Daxia have no place for your father and son.
Is Shu Yu lying about my father's academics? Is my research true or false? Everything will be clear today.
True or false, the most powerful black technology in the world today, but it is only 50 computing power units. How dare you speak out and develop a trillion level? Xu Lei is right, Lu Chen. Do you know the trillion level computing power unit? Does it mean anything? I'm afraid the global hashing power adds up. You didn't 1 trillion a computing unit, did you?
That's right, my super. The computing power of the level chip. That's more than the entire world combined.
That's amazing. How powerful is this billion-level computing power? I usually let you read more books. Where did you go? Tell you so. If Su Chen, we designed a lithography machine that goes beyond nanoscale chips. If the chip he made is a spaceship, the most powerful 3nm chip on Wall Street, that's the bicycle. You're just smoking. You can't catch up either. This is too exaggerated. Then I am Daxia. Wouldn't it be the other way around? Pinch the necks of those Americans. I'm sorry. If you say it's a level, it's a level. How can you verify?
Verification can, of course, verify. But you have to be prepared for the consequences of verification.
The consequence is just a chip. What are the consequences?
You want to verify trillion-level computing power units. I'm afraid the global network will be overwhelmed. We'll be paralyzed instantaneously.
Student Lu Chen, although I don't know what you mean by hashing power, but bring down the global network. Isn't that crazy?
Trillions of computing power units are pouring into the world, involving thousands of industries. Military, medical, traffic communication, everything imaginable, will be completely controlled by this little chip.
Impossible. Absolutely impossible. The total computing power owned by the global network, probably only hundreds of millions of computing power units, and the computing power of a city, it's only 500,000 unit of computing power.
Your chip, a tiny chip, can generate 1 trillion units of computing power in an instant. You are responsible for what you say.
Of course I can be responsible, but I'm afraid you can't be responsible.
Su Chen, what does that mean?
I can take down the global internet for a second. Wake up again.
1 second. It shouldn't matter.
Shut up, global network down for 1 second. Do you know what that means? All offices are paralyzed. All the instruments in the hospital are unusable, as long as you can think of. It's all tied to the internet. Do you think this is something our program team can afford? Shut up. Global network down for 1 second. Do you know what that means? Driving without traffic lights. All offices are paralyzed. All the instruments in the hospital are unusable. As long as you can think of, it's all tied to the internet. Do you think this is something our program team can afford? The director is not good. Those celebrities are very angry, now ready to unite fans. A cyber attack on us. No way. This show must not be stopped. This is about the future of my great Xia. So I'll go and appease them myself. You keep the show running. You can't stop. Let's go.
Do you really want to verify?
Was it a lie from start to finish? So it can't be verified. Su Jianbai is not a good thing. His son is also not a good thing. Isn't it a trillion-level unit of computing power? I'd like to see how you bring down the world's internet.
Just because others can't doesn't mean you can't.
I have taught so many students. Your dad is the only academic fraud. It was simply a disgrace to the great Xia academic community. You share a nest with your father. This is outrageous. Said he had developed a trillion-level chip. There are so many elite bosses on Wall Street. Technology has led Daxia for 50 years and has not been calculated. What are you, a yellow-haired child?
That being the case, do you dare me to verify it immediately? Can't Wall Street research it? Can't I study it out? Could it be that my scientific and technological strength of Great Xia, must we lag behind Wall Street?
Exactly. How many elites are there in Wall Street and Silicon Valley? Daxia is one step behind, Why catch up with others? Are you dreaming? Why is this academician like this? Grow the ambition of others, destroy your own prestige.
Is he from Daxia or not?
Just because you can't doesn't mean I can't, doesn't mean my father can't. It does not represent the thousands of scientific researchers in Daxia. No way. It doesn't mean that thousands of students in the future of Daxia can't do it. I will definitely stand on the top of the world.
Impudent talk. I'll come today. Uncover the disgusting truth of you two. Lift it up.
Academician Shu, may I ask what this is?
No, didn't you say you want to bring down the world's internet? Didn't you say your chip has trillions of computing power? My hashing power verifier, you can measure whether your chip is trillion level. Still a piece of junk.
Can you really afford the loss here?
Don't delay here. No amount of nonsense will come true, IF. You really have something beyond the nano scale. I will kneel down and apologize to your father and son.
Okay, that's what you said. I have inserted the chip into your device. Verification is available at any time. It's just the consequences of verification. I'm afraid you can't afford it.
I have lived so long, never heard such arrogant words.
This device of yours, it can only carry nanoscale chips. I told you so. Mine is a chip that goes beyond the nanoscale. Once the chip starts running, powerful computing power began to pour in. It's not that your device can withstand it.
Behind my device, the link is the computing power reserve of the entire Zhangcheng. You want to overload this device, your instantaneous influx of computing power, at least more than the entire river city. It's impossible. Fool.
Professor Shu is in such a hurry to jump into the river. Are you afraid of repeating the past? You were my father's teacher back then, just as much as my father is now. Years have passed. You still can't beat me?
Your father, you, are a waste. Do you know what level of professor my grandfather was? And dared to yell here the backwoods, more delusional than my grandfather?
I can verify any time, but I need to confirm if there is a loss. Who will bear the consequences of all this? Once the chip starts running, powerful computing power will overflow the device. This device of yours will be scrapped. 3 minutes later, will flood into Jingcheng. The whole city is without power. The whole network is paralyzed. Then came Great Xia. No one will be spared. Are you really ready for this outcome?
Hey. We're just a little show. How can I afford this? The director is just bragging to get attention. If he was really that good, will you come to our show again? Research institutes around the world have long been scrambling for it. I bear.
Are you sure?
I can bear all losses. Go ahead and try.
Sister, you don't have to bear it.
What he said was a joke from beginning to end. Is it possible to appear?
Professor Shu? Aren't you afraid that I will really succeed?
Afraid, you academic trash. Joke. I said, as long as you can succeed, I will kneel down and kowtow to you 3 times.
Okay, I hope in 3 minutes, you will keep your own promises. Please invite all the people of Jiangcheng. Save important files in mobile phones, computers, and other devices. The super chip is about to run. 3 minutes later, powerful computing power is pouring in. The whole city is without power. The whole network is paralyzed. Jiangcheng Daxia, and even the entire ball, will enter a dark hour.
Dean, if Su Chen does it, what are the consequences? And he did. Under the impact of trillion computing power units, it's like he said. Jiangcheng throughout the summer. The whole world could come to a standstill. It turned out to be so. As big as airplanes and satellites, small as earphones and mobile phones. All electrical tools with chips made, as long as it is connected to the internet. Storm of the stars. Scrap. Waiter explosion. The same goes for all the equipment at the Institute. It will all explode.
Three minutes later, really will be as he said. Is the network disconnected? Hey, how is that possible? He is a student who just finished the college entrance examination. How could it have been possible for 100 years? The technological revolution that the entire human race cannot achieve, that is. Our heroes are scientific geniuses like Shuji. What the hell is he? Husband, do we want to listen to Su Chen? Save the file or something? Prevent power outages and network disconnections.
You heard him brag. How could this possibly affect us?
This melancholy? The entire world's superchips. Has it really been developed? Since even we are affected.
Everyone has always been able to make 28 nanometer chip. There hasn't been a breakthrough in 100 years. Superhero. Impossible to hum. The world is full of lies. Here comes the wishing well. Still dead duck. For 100 years, the most advanced chip technology has always been in the hands of Wall Street. Wall Street exercises global hegemony. The price of chips is sky high. All countries, including China, can only be implemented by Wall Street. What's beyond technology? Wanli Group is afraid to be empty in the end.
What the teacher Su Chen said can't be true?
Can it be true? For a non-academic person, you get it. Su Chen is a speculator. I hope so too, but my national scientific team has studied for hundreds of years, failed to break through. How could Su Chen, a high school student, swim in Daxia? Experts from all research teams.
Teacher, if we can develop super chips?
If we can succeed, the era of Wall Street hegemony will take shape. The competitiveness of Daxia International will reach unprecedented heights. The country will set sail again. By that time, all countries are controlled by Great Xia, but what a pity. At present, Great Xia wants to achieve such success. It's still nowhere in sight.
If only Daxia could really do it.
Today's era, it's not the age of knives and guns. It's a soft power battle. It's a technological revolution. The technological revolution will blanket the entire country's economy, military, and political field. Who can master the most advanced chip technology? Who can lead the entire global development and change? So I thought Zhu Ji may be the boy we need. His future must be limitless. All major high school students are already on their way to the scene, and militaries around the world, representatives of scientific research institutes have also taken action. Maybe they're really going to rob us. You're not ready yet? Be sure to arrive at Daxia first, boy, on the rooftop. It can only belong to our Daxia nation.
The teacher is ready. You two get on the plane first.
I won't bring this. No signal on the plane. Dean. Did you watch live TV? A high school student named Su Chen said the network of our building will be paralyzed in 3 minutes. It's just show hype. Harry boy, brag and you believe it. But if you don't prepare in advance, if the network really goes down, the loss is immeasurable. Are you stupid? Are you stupid? Leave me alone.
Countdown starts 5 seconds. History will be rewritten. The era of chip deterrence is approaching. P432. Huh?
Wow. Wow, wow. Wow. Teacher, the other party's atomic bomb has returned, back at the launch site. We did it. It worked. Successful teacher, you are a well-deserved national hero, and that's the beauty of the Chip Echo. From now on, no one dares to treat me anymore, disrespect our...
Can really afford the loss here?
Don't delay here. No amount of nonsense will come true. If you really have something beyond the nanoscale, I will kneel down and apologize to your father and son.
Xiao Chen, can it be successful?
Anyway, we will bear it together with Xiao Chen. Hey, you don't have to understand. You just need to know our Daxia has lost face this time.
The poorer you are, the bigger your face is. The more whimsical. Look at this guy bragging. I believe it.
Humph, what a dream.
Hey, this is the consequence you mentioned. Take a look. The equipment is in good condition and it's bragging.
Acid influx, it takes time.
Well, it takes time. How long will it take? 10 years, 20 years. Su Chen, are you kidding us?
30 seconds, another 30 seconds. This device of yours will become useless waste.
Lying without drafting?
We Daxia, if it were all like you, shameless man. The summer is over.
and so forth. I believe what he said. This device is starting to look different.
Do you really believe his nonsense? This is a device from my institute. It is currently the most advanced equipment. You think anyone can make it? Can anyone destroy it? 3 seconds left. You junk chips. It actually burned out Mr. Chu's equipment.
I told you, he can't carry such a huge equipment and it's scrapped. The expected results cannot be seen now.
Did you implant a virus? Burned my grandfather. Burned my grandfather's equipment.
Su Chen, you are just like your father. It will only harm scientific research. The garbage that sets back scientific research. Apologize to my grandfather quickly, kneel down, and apologize.
I have already declared, once the chip starts running, you can't bear the consequences. The damage to the equipment is just the first step, and I just verified before. Have you already followed me? Guaranteed that all losses will be borne.
How dare you argue? I tell you, even if you risk your life, you can't afford this device either.
I have already said the consequences. You'd better worry first. What happened next?
Even if you accidentally hit and burn the device. And what happened? Is there a power outage? Is the internet down? Is there a power outage? Is the internet down?
Yes, what about the power outage? It didn't stop. It didn't stop. The studio didn't stop either. How dare you brag said that the whole building is still unknown. Burn the device. The program team should ask him to lose money.
I almost believed it just now.
2 minutes, 2 minutes? It is impossible for another place in Jiangcheng to be lit up.
Ha 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 ha. Su Chen, take a look. Hey, look. You can't even turn off the power in the studio. Also delusional to cut off the electricity in the entire Jiangcheng.
2 minutes. Hey, Su Chen. Even if I give you another 20 years, can you turn off the power in the studio? Do you know, just because you said you invented the so-called super chip, even the foreign academic community was shocked. Great Zia has become the joke of the world. What? Even abroad. Such advanced research institutes abroad spent so much time, just developed a 3-nanometer chip. You don't know the sky is high. He actually said that his research is beyond the nanoscale.
Hey, how could this be? How could it spread so fast?
And not only that, it also alerted the military. Not only Great Zia's military, even foreign militaries are on their way.
Grandpa, the military is here.
George, they saw your fighter stealth technology, want to fight for you. Because of me, you trash. Did you hear that? All the militaries in the world are competing for me. And the other purpose is to sanction you.
Grandpa, should I tie this trash up for him in advance? That's when the military comes, directly to the military.
You dare to touch me?
In public, don't lose the bearing of my Shu family. Kid, wait for the show. I beat you all over the place.
After this program, not only can you not bully me, and the days when your Shu family made a fortune, also completely over.
The waste that is about to be sanctioned by the military worth saying.
Xu Yuwei has just said, the Great Xia military is on its way. The final result has not been decided yet. You can be so sure the military will finally recognize you.
Is it you?
It's me. It must be me in the end. If you're not afraid to offend the military, though.
I'm afraid of offending the military. You lost the face of the whole building. It's not me, you know. It's you who will be crippled by the military. I just moved ahead for the military. Okay, wait for the military to come. Have a good show.
No matter the military or anyone. It will be in the end.
Director, this Su Chen always does not verify. The audience has a big opinion of us. Shall we kick him out? The director's audience rating is about to break through 80. What to rush? If it weren't for them, I have such a high audience rating. The host ends with me. Verify ASAP.
Su Chen, if you don't verify it again, we can only pretend you are lying. Kick you off our show.
Of course I can verify. I will let the whole summer know him. Xu Yuwei is the shame of Great Xia, academic scum, a foreigner's lackey.
Shut up. How dare you say that about Professor Shu? You pariah in Zhongcheng, no respect for teachers, I, Shu Yuwei, hereby announce Daxia Academy of Sciences from now on. Broken Su Chen Blood Road, never admit.
You cut me off. Do you deserve it? Shu Yuwei is not qualified to be a school professor at all. Not qualified to be anyone's mentor. You promised to learn how true and how false, only you know best.
How dare you question Professor Shu's scientific research achievements?
Do you know who Professor Shu is? Just slander.
Who is that?
My grandfather was the future president of the Great Xia Academy of Sciences.
That's all the Great Xia Academy of Sciences is.
How can you say that? I don't know how to respect academic seniors.
Then you ask him, does he deserve it? Does his scientific research stand up to doubt? Are you sitting where you are now on your own?
It's really over. Good, you Jiangcheng people are good. I have promise. The identity of the following president of the Academy of Sciences is announced. Broken Su Chen Blood Road. All students in Broken River City. University of Tokyo reconsideration. University of Tokyo reconsideration. University of Tokyo reconsideration.
How can you say that? Sioux City did it. What's our business? I'm tired of hearing the teaching points. Too easy to die, right?
Nanjing University seconded from now on. Jinan University is no longer admitting any students. Jiangbei University seconded by Soho to represent Jiangbei University from now on. No more admitting any Jiangcheng students. And withdraw all teachers from Jiangcheng. We will no longer accept students from Jiangcheng. Then isn't my son finished? Go to hell.
In this way, doesn't Jiangcheng become an empty city? I just took out a loan to buy a house last month. It's all over. Hey no, I have to move my huku out of Jiangcheng quickly, so as not to be implicated by Su Chen. No, we can't let Su Chen go so easily. Drive him out of Jiangcheng. Let Xu Lao change his mind.
The director doesn't mean that later. Will there be no more scientists in Jiangcheng? Su Chen. You really hurt the whole river city. Jiangcheng has no teachers. There's going to be a massive exodus of people. Jiangcheng will be completely reduced to an empty city, Su Chen. You are the center of the whole river city. You are the center of the whole summer.
Oh dear, I just got into Professor Xu's graduate student. I'm in trouble. Oops, I get up early and late every day. Just for Professor Xu's graduate students. Gee, I'm pissed. I'm gonna kill him. I'm pissed off. How can you Great Xia have such scum? Drive Su Cheng out of Jiang City. Drive Su Cheng out of Jiang City.
Hey, Su Chen. You want everyone to shout and beat in Daxia? Oh, ho, ho.
Did you see it? This is what happens to you. It's what happened to your useless dad. Start today. You kneel in the Great Summer like a mouse crossing the street. You are as humble as the Great Summer.
I don't care what you do. It doesn't affect me at all if you cut my blood. But you cut off the blood road of Jiangcheng students. I will naturally give them a brighter path.
Just by you. Do you know what a disaster he brought to Jiangcheng? As long as I give the order, Jiangcheng University will be set back 50 years.
With a lost dog like you, the lackeys of foreigners deserve to ban me too, Jiangcheng student.
How dare you insult Professor Shu?
1 minute, you're still bragging here. 1 minute. 1 more minute. The whole city of Jiangcheng is without power. The whole network is paralyzed. At that time, those colleges that refuse to accept students from Jiangcheng will regret it. Because of me, Su Cheng, the name of a student from Jiangcheng, will forever be engraved as a milestone in the history of human scientific research. Aber, 20 seconds of history is just around the corner.
Still putting on airs.
After 20 seconds, the whole city of Jiangcheng is without power. The whole network is paralyzed. What else does Professor Shu have to say? Wait until after the power outage. That's right. Don't forget to wait for all power outages in Jiangcheng and buildings. After the whole network was paralyzed. Kneel down and promise you 5 seconds.
Book morning. Did it work? Humph, into what? My cell phone signal is still there. Sure enough, there is what kind of father there is. 1 big and 1 small, 2 liars. Not learning well at a young age. Grandstanding.
Soon you'll know how to grandstand. Who is it?
Instead of being shameless, why don't you show some real skills? Instead of talking nonsense here.
All units that are following this live broadcast. With friends, attention. It's a trillion hash storm. It's going to sweep the world. Please remind your people immediately with relatives and friends around you. Disconnect the network or power supply. Stay away from smart devices. I remind you again, disconnect the network or power supply. Stay away from smart devices. I'll remind you one last time. All the people of the world, please cut off all power to avoid accidents.
Enough. Who do you think you are? Global Paralysis Eyeball Bookstore.
Do you know what if what you say is true? Global network down. And that's not just financial loss. Countless people will die because of you. Do you know? Far from it. Just say the plane. If there is no network, there's no sat-nav. The probability of a crash is almost 100%. Can you afford such a responsibility?
I already set the program. This hashing storm, it will not affect traffic or major equipment. I'm doing this for a reason, never to prove myself. It's not for personal fame and fortune.
Don't put gold on your face, so righteous. You actually caused the entire summer to be without power, all networks down.
Don't give you 3 minutes. That's 300 minutes. 3,000 minutes is useless. 50 years of technology to catch up with Wall Street. A fool.
Just remember your promise to kneel and apologize.
Just be arrogant. Su Chen, your way of Jiangcheng people is too light. I want scum like you to get out of the summer.
The future great power struggle. It's a battle of computing power. Future era? This is the era of big data. It's the smart age. If numbers are like rockets, then computing power is the accelerator of the rocket. Who has the computing power resources? Whoever owns, leading the fourth revolution, the ultimate weapon of the digital revolution. Once upon a time, we are at the mercy of others. A market 100,000 lithography machine by those arrogant bandits. Sell it to us 10 times the price, and we can only choose to be patient. No momentum. I have no right to speak. Today, I want everyone to know. The brightest jewel in the industrial crown. It has been picked by my Daxia. 5,000 years of magnificent waves. I, Daxia, will eventually complete the great national rejuvenation, back on top of the world.
Okay. Great. It sounds better than it sings. Chips are important, but is it that important? You almost made yourself a national hero. I almost believed it too, I told you. Su Chen invented the invisible paint. 10,000 times stronger than your chip.
If Su Chen's chip is real, then he is a national hero.
That's right, Mr. Shu. Digitalization has now entered all aspects of people's lives. You don't say anything else. Just a single phone. It has become a necessity for everyone today. Not to mention military, medical, agricultural, and so on. More than 90% of industries. It is inseparable from the support of supercomputing power.
How did it go? Global paralysis is no big deal for a while.
If you think none of this is important, then let me tell you an actual war. Future war. It's not about human life. It's technology. The terror of the technological gap. Let's say a soldier driving a tank. Fight with a primitive man with a spear. Soldiers just press a button. This primitive man.
Even entire primitive tribes will be crushed.
Hero 100 years ago. Didn't you pay a huge price in blood for it?
Kenny? Take a look. Another 3 minutes. What super chip are you working on? Is the verification successful? And your what? Where's the trillion hash rate value? No shit, Lofty Talk.
The super chip is about to run. 3 minutes later, powerful computing power is pouring in. The whole city is without power. The whole network is paralyzed, Jiangcheng Daxia. Even the entire sphere will enter the dark hour.
This kid won't cry when he sees the coffin? You have to be spurned by the whole family to know. Amazing. Is there anything wrong with our circuit and network? No, Su Chen, this kid is just fooling us. Just give us free jokes. What? The dean is not good. What's the big deal? Bad Dean, something is wrong with our circuitry and network. Wei-jikun has been disconnected from the internet. What?
How come? Why did it crash at a critical moment?
Oh, it's frozen.
It's the key. What brand of computer do you have? Why is it suddenly stuck? How is that possible? This is the latest fruit computer. It shouldn't be. My phone doesn't work. How come? Hey, mine doesn't work either. Well, it really doesn't work anymore.
What's going on?
Husband, what's the matter?
Isn't this Wen? Dean Zhaojiakun, the whole village has a power outage and the internet is disconnected.
Hey,
Zhaojiakun is also broken. How could this be? Captain Qianjiakun is also... The commander's cannon is really here. Hurry up, protect all equipment. Captain, not good. The hashing power of the battlefield suddenly skyrocketed. How much has it increased? 100,000 units. Fine, 100,001. We can still hold on. Captain, just a few seconds, another 3 million computing power units flooded into Zhangcheng. How much? 3 million. My captain's hash rate has increased to 10 million fast. All equipment in the center is powered off. Prevent burnout. Can protect one is one. Okay, wait. Leave the main test bench, but here disaster is coming. It's over anyway. I'll see it with my own eyes. This garlic storm. Can we change this world for another day? How much is this? 50 million hash rate. What's the unit? 70 million. How come? How could it be a moment? There is actually a computing power value equivalent to more than 100 Zhangcheng influx. How come? The company commander's test bed is scrapped. How come? My phone doesn't work. Why doesn't my phone work?
Oh dear. My phone doesn't work either.
What did you do? The network is really down. Let's go to the show now. I invite Su Chen. Join our Artificial Intelligence Research Center as the general manager. And pay him a 20% annual independent dividend. The title of tenured professor of Han University. Get ready for the special plane to Daxia. What the hell? Su Chen is simply garbage. Su Chen is the one we are looking for. Command the outside world. Su Chen is a citizen of our country. Come on, go to Daxia immediately. Find Su Chen.
I can shut down the global internet for a second. Wake up again?
is the network back up?
It's back. You're paralyzed. Instant recovery. You did it. Su Chen, you really succeeded. Miracle? It's a miracle.
Think of a lifetime. I can see Daxia's chip standing on top of the world. You are a national hero. He is the hero of our great Xia.
What do you mean? I think it worked.
How is that possible? That's 1 trillion units of computing power. That's a super chip beyond the nanoscale.
Teacher, we are here.
What's going on inside? Is Zhuji still there?
It's still there, and we're the first to arrive.
Go! I'll pick him up.
The minister has another situation. Su Chen clashed with Professor Shu.
Presumptuous Shuji and Professor Shu must not move. Boss? We must definitely protect the pillars of Great Shia, the future of Daxi. Okay. Now mobilize troops to block the entire building immediately. To prevent the leakage of fighter stealth technology. Strictly monitor Sioux City's operations. Military arrest can be taken if necessary.
Yes.
Be sure to protect Shuji and Professor Shu's safety. Our soldiers of Great Xia, the hero who swore to protect Great Xia, Guardian Hero's family.
Commander, according to the report, the Wall Street military is already on its way.
They are not allowed to step into the Great Xia land. Shuji can only belong to our Great Xia. He develops stealth technology for fighter jets. It involves national security to ensure absolute control.
Yes, go.
Let's go up. Will go down in human history, will appear in textbooks generation after generation, admired by all. The name will resound throughout the world.
I work on lithography machines, study chips beyond the nanoscale, never for personal honor. Chips are not just important tools for the people. It is the most important weapon of the country. It is the cornerstone of promoting the progress and development of human society. And I hope that with this super chip in my hand, take the lead in opening the era of Big Summer and Big Intelligence.
Great Xia, Great Intelligent era? I can't even imagine what that would be like.
The era of great intelligence? You mean...
Yes. One of the ultimate achievements of artificial intelligence is artificial intelligence. Humans in the Second Industrial Revolution freed up 30% of productivity. In the Third Industrial Revolution, liberated 60% of productivity. The advent of the era of great intelligence, it will liberate 90% of productivity. Then humans will have more time and energy to explore the greater sea of stars.
What even Wall Street can't do. How could the hero do it? How could you, a high school student, do that?
I told you so. You can't. It doesn't mean Great Xia. Thousands of scientists can't do it. Does not represent the future of Daxia. Thousands of students can't do it. I am young. Daxia must be better than a generation.
Ha 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 ha, well said. Great Xia is precisely because of the inheritance of struggle from generation to generation to get to where we are today. Nice. It is with a young talent like Su Chen that I, Great Xia, will become stronger and stronger.
Su Chen. I want to be responsible for my previous words and actions. I solemnly apologize to you.
We also sincerely apologize to you. Yes, I want to apologize to you too.
Now it's time for you to keep your promise.
What do you want? My grandfather is an academician of the Great Xia Academy of Sciences.
Academicians should lead by example. Do what you say. Set an example for all of us in Daxia.
Professor Shu. My child still knows. Honest and trustworthy. Then Professor Shu, you have to abide by it too. Nice. Why don't you ask everyone here to testify? Absolutely impossible. Academician of the Great Xia Academy of Sciences.
Maybe you despise my father for you. You may not know. My tuition is 1 egg for my parents' family. A family asked for a potato. Without my father, there is no me today. There would have been no such thing. At that time, my father was a doctoral student of Shu Yuwei, but it was inexplicably put on the name of academic fraud. Not only was everything destroyed, bullied by everyone, despised by everyone, but I do know, my father was upright, definitely not such a person.
Is there something going on here?
It was invisible paint that my father worked on.
Is Susan... I don't think you developed the lithography machine. You can spit blood. I think there are still a lot of tricks in it. Whether you developed it or not is not necessarily...
Yes and no. It's not you who has the final say. I don't have the final say. Once the lithography machine is turned in, Daxia will meet my requirements, investigate the matter thoroughly, and you? What to do now? Just kneel down and apologize for my father.
How dare you? Who do you want to kneel down and apologize to you? President of the Supreme Academy of Sciences of Great Xia. That Li Luoyi, the founder of the first generation of chips in Daxia. Li Lao. Even Mr. Li is here.
I was at the anniversary parade. I saw Ai Lao Shang, the boss of Daxia's military department, at the conference.
Yeah, I've seen it all through the live stream. Young, he even said, we developed a lithography machine that goes beyond the nanoscale. Grandstanding, make nonsense. It's not Lila Shushin. He actually invented it. I don't have your say. Who is brother?
I am...
as expected of the famous family. What a hero. I can have a young man like you in Daxia. Is it the luck of great Shia?
Did you come to see me?
Not bad, inventing stealth at a young age. It's better than blue. A genius. Oops, I'm here for my grandson. Ha ha ha. Su Chen, thousands of calculations. In the end, I won. Mr. Lee, you have to help us researchers. Do justice. Don't worry. I already know about your dispute. If necessary, I will impose military sanctions on Su Chen.
Son has succeeded. Why did Mr. Lee treat him like this?
Mr. Lee must have misunderstood our son. The experiment worked. There's something out there that goes beyond the nanoscale. Did the director Lee Lau misunderstand? Would you like to help explain? I don't want a character like Mr. Lee for the time being. We're all sorry.
Mr. Lee doesn't need to give him nonsense. Just arrest him.
Don't worry about it. I was wondering how you came up with the invisible paint. And so we know a lot about lithography. Have the equations you wrote been verified?
Formula? Invented invisible paint? What's the matter with the formula?
Don't ask. He can't answer at all. Because the last page of the physics paper is my bet.
Don't die until you reach the Yellow River. How dare you speak out in front of me? Well, tell me what you did.
Shuju, you didn't expect it when you changed my college entrance examination paper.
Yeah, what nonsense. Who will change your college entrance examination paper? You are just an ordinary poor student, and I'm the genius who invented fighter jet engine paint. I need to change your test paper.
How dare you talk nonsense here? This is the DIA National College Entrance Exam. Hold on, everybody. Hold on. Don't say it's a big deal like changing grades, even if it's just a small question. Absolutely can't happen.
Okay, since you all said you didn't change it, then I have to ask Shuji, how many marks did you get in the college entrance examination physics test this time?
Every time Su Chen knows the real situation. The exam physics is full score. Even if the college entrance examination is not full, it's definitely not that close. This physics exam, it's okay to test other students. Test me well, so a genius should be in high spirits.
So, how much?
Su Chen, since you want to know so much, then I'll tell you today. You poor school. The gap between me and a genius like me, like fireflies and moons, listen up. If there is no accident in this physics exam, it should be a full score.
You said you got full marks.
Not bad, Mr. Lee. What about exams at this level? For me, as simple as 1 + 1 is 2. Su Chen is from a family like my Shu family. Every year, they hire top experts and professors for me. Come teach me a lesson. What about you? What can your sanitation worker's dad give you?
Shuji, if you really change my college entrance examination paper, then your score is not full marks, but 30.
What nonsense are you talking about? How could it be 30 points?
Boss, don't worry. Yes, we are. Things can't be messed up.
How could it be 30 points? That's because of this college entrance examination physics test paper. I answered the last question. Only 30 points in the test, Lu Chen.
Crazy. What does your 30 points have to do with me?
Why doesn't it matter? If you change my college entrance examination paper, it has something to do with you.
What nonsense are you talking about? This is the college entrance examination. It's the only chance in your life to make a comeback. 30 minutes. Don't you want a future?
My future is not as dirty and despicable as you Shujia. Scientific scum who betrays his country for glory can be stopped. Even if I only got 30 points, then my 30 points, all the grades of the candidates in Bidaxia add up, are more important.
Ha ha ha, Su Chen. You are so exciting, you are crazy. You dare to get 30 points? You can't even get into a third-rate university in Great Xia. You will never get ahead. 30 points, do you dare to gamble with your future?
Third-rate university. Tell you my 30 points. Can let me directly enter the Daxia Academy of Sciences? Even those scientists, academicians, have to ask me questions.
Fart so far, old Lee, who dares to speak out? He has no respect for science, those who do not respect academicians. Therefore, I suggest that he be arrested directly, sent to court-martial to be tried by a military court.
You live for me.
What's wrong with you?
You go on. Why did you only get 30 points?
Because the last question of the physics test paper is an additional question, the score is only worth 30 points.
Su Chen, you are crazy. Your college entrance examination is a fixed question type. I've never heard of any additional questions.
That's because you only changed my college entrance examination papers. Didn't take the college entrance examination at all. Mentally ill?
You're a psychopath. What if there are additional questions? What if you do the extra questions? Don't you get 30 points? The college entrance examination depends on the total score.
It seems that you think you have changed my college entrance examination paper. You can rest easy. I don't even bother to look at the test paper.
What do you mean?
Because that extra question is about studying lithography machines.
Additional questions?
Lithography machine. Are you crazy studying this lithography machine? Do you think everyone's question team is an idiot? This is the college entrance examination. Regular high school student, how can you do this lithography machine problem? Think about it. An old man is a psychopath. I'm dragging him out now, handed over to a psychiatric hospital.
I said you close it for me, Mouth Li Lao.
What's your trouble?
Tell me why you only did additional questions.
Because of that one question, I filled the entire test paper. There is simply no place to write other questions, so I only wrote that question.
Exactly. It's right. It all matches.
Right. What is it? What? What matches?
Come and have a look. Is this your test paper?
That's impossible. Really wrong question.
I didn't expect it. Unexpectedly, the most justice and fairness college entrance examination in Daxia. How could such a thing as swapping test papers occur? This is an insult to all of us in Great Xia. Strict investigation must be strictly investigated.
No, Mr. Lee, here's my test paper. I made a mistake just now. You see, I only did one question, no last question, no. And then one last bonus question.
I didn't believe it at first. Your Shu family can actually exchange the college entrance examination results. Then Su Chen's father's academic fraud. It seems that there is a problem. Suzia, how did you come up with this lithography machine theory? Is that possible? Li Lao is more than just theoretical knowledge. Su Chen is the hero of our Great Xia, hero boy. What did you just say? Great Xia will be happy. Great Xia will be happy.
Daxia will be prosperous.
What the hell is going on? Su Chen invented a chip that goes beyond the nanoscale super chip. A super chip with a trillion-level computing power. Don't talk nonsense. Mr. Lee, this is really my grandson's test paper. Oh,
Yes, Mr. Lee is my college entrance examination paper. You see my name on it?
Almost. I will personally kill the future of my Great Xia. You don't value talent. We cherish. Who are you? I am the ambassador of the Tang Dynasty. I represent the Tang. Invite Mr. Su Chen to be the vice president of our Academy of Sciences. Any resource can be allocated at will. Mr. Su Chen, we're willing to pay $200 billion a year. Please hire you as a vice minister of the Ministry of Science and Technology. Long is equivalent to the big chaebol in our country. Vulgar Mr. Su Chen, we datang, but the most technologically advanced country in the world. Artificial Intelligence Research Center, invite you to be the project owner. And enjoy 20% of my datang's total tax profit and dividend. Mr. Su Cheng, join us. Mr. Su Cheng, join us. How did these people get in?
Over 60 countries sent out newsletters. Request to meet with Mr. Su Cheng. Otherwise, we will collectively launch the diplomatic chariot. We didn't stop.
Stupid fool. 2 messengers. Su Chen belongs to my Great Xia. Mr. Lee, science knows no boundaries. What's more, someone in your country framed Mr. Su Chen, also framed his father. It gives us chills for the people of the world. If this is in our datang, disconnection is impossible. So are we sweats. If Mr. Su Chen sweats profusely at us, that will definitely be respected at the highest level. No, Su Chen will always be our Daxia's child. Su Chen, I apologize to you.
Hey, fortunately, I didn't become Xu Yue's student. It turns out that he is a scumbag who steals students' achievements. Su Cheng's father is really pitiful, dedicated a lifetime to science. I didn't expect to be killed by my teacher in the end. Stole the research results. We should also look at Sioux City. Study hard. For science. For the building to shine. Husband. Do I usually care too much? Those things in the entertainment industry? Those celebrities are standing in front of the stage, glossy. Let's all forget those researchers who pay silently behind the scenes.
Yes, there is no such person as Su Chen. Scientists don't have the life we have now.
From now on, my idol will be Su Chen. It's Li Lao. Thousands of scientists.
I agree.
Apologize to Su Chen. Hot search first. I'm pissed off. I blame Shujik Shu Yue for these two bastards, traitor. It must be severely punished. Must be severely punished.
Hey, Mr. Lee. You have dedicated your life to Grand Canyon technology. Without you, there is no me today. You don't have to.
I can't be humiliated.
I was born in Great Sia, growing up in Big Summer. If there is no accident, he will also be buried in Great Sia. Great Sia is my root, is my soul. My summer has gone through vicissitudes of life. 100 years of humiliation, centennial renaissance. It's a long way to go. I don't know how many amazing talents there are. Gave everything, even give your life. Although, I am not better than my predecessors. But I also hope for the great national rejuvenation of Great Sia. Offer a modest force.
Well said. This is my good man of Great Xia. Little boy like you. Why am I not happy in Daxia? Mr. Sato, you have to stop thinking about it. If you feel the conditions are not suitable, we can add. The time is almost up. That being the case, then don't blame me for using some coercion. Never let Su Chen grow up or we're doomed. Shot down high school student Su Chen by passing the ball. Has been developed to go beyond nanoscale chips. Launch a combined fleet to snatch Su Chen, yes.
I'll make an announcement soon. All leagues but boss. Are you going to start a war?
The war has begun if I don't fail to snatch. Do you know what we are about to face?
What's that?
Think about all the things you've done in the present. That's the life we're about to face. So, even if you launch a traitor, I can't let Su Chen grow up in Daxia. Or we're all doomed.
Sorry, teacher. More than 30 countries have collectively dispatched fighter jets. PP ship aircraft carrier is surrounding Daxia.
Do you still want to start World War III? Mr. Su Chen, this treasure. Your Great Xia is not worthy. Own it belongs to us Datang. 100 years ago, we Daxia were not afraid. Will our Great Xia still back down now? We Daxia will protect every people of Daxia. Your Great Xia is indeed different from 100 years ago. It can be said responsibly. It's not just these 60 countries. Here's every country in the world. Are you going against the whole world? Su Chen is the future of our Daxia. As long as I'm alive. You can't do him any harm, right? Let us be the last wall before Su Chen's death.
3 professors. Hit.
Okay. I want to see it. Is an airplane cannon hard, or is your flesh and blood hard? The old man spent a year for the lithography machine. The old man doesn't have a few days to live. Let me contribute one more year to the future of Great Xia. May this fire ignite a vast potential. Let the summer live forever. You want to deal with Su Chen? Dealing with the future of my building. Just climb over me. No, this summer is really a terrible country. Because of this, Su Chen can't stay at home. Daxia beyond nano-laser aircraft. The super chip must not stay in Great Xia.
No, thank you.
Could it be that...
Exactly. Mr. Lee, you may not have watched the second half of the live stream. The super chip has been successfully tested.
It worked. It's developed successfully, okay? Ha 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 ha. In my lifetime. I still have to see this day.
Today, I, Su Chen, want Daxia to inform the world. Great Xia has officially entered the era of chip deterrence, where Daxia airspace, foreign fighter jets banned from flying. Where Daxia territorial waters, a warship of one country Anti-me Great Zia territory. No Daxia approval for exotic operations.